A very good evening to everyone present here in the house and those who have joined us online. I would like to seek blessings and permission from Chairman of the session. Thank you, sir. We have all gathered here for the valedictory ceremony of the 2-day National Symposium, Climate Change and Plant Diseases, jointly conducted by Indian Phythological Society Eastern Zone and RPCAU PUSA from 23rd to 24th January 2023. I heartily welcome the chairman of this session, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. P.S. Pandey, sir, who have taken out time from his busy schedule to grace the event. I also take this opportunity to welcome our guest of honor, Dean PGCA, Dr. K.M. Singh, sir. And I welcome Director Research of RPCAU PUSA and convener of this symposium, Dr. P.S. Brahmanand, sir. I feel very opportune to welcome all the chairman and co-chairman of various technical sessions, Dr. B.N. Chakravarti, sir, Dr. A.K. Mishra, sir, Dr. H.B. Singh, sir, Dr. Dinesh Singh, sir, Dr. Biranchi Das, sir, Dr. Sanjeev Kumar, sir, Dr. Poppy Bora, ma'am, Dr. Kajal Biswas, sir, Dr. Jayan Srivastav, sir, who despite of their utterly busy schedule devoted time for conducting their respective sessions with utmost sincerity. I welcome all the elite dignitaries who have joined the event today via offline and online mode. I also welcome our sincere participants, students and media persons to this valedictory ceremony. This symposium was conducted with the intent to approach the issue of radically changing climate and its impact on plant diseases in particular and sustainable agriculture and food security in whole. Through various meticulously designed technical sessions, we have all attempted to pinpoint the crucial thrust areas which need our immediate attention and also to find out innovative solutions to combat the inevitable climate change and its effect on plant protection strategies. Certain recommendations have been made which will be highlighted by the chairpersons of the different sessions later in this program. Proceeding further in the program, let us all welcome our elite dignitaries present on the stage. I would request Dr. S.K. Singh, sir, President of Indian Phytopathology Society, Eastern Zone, and Organizing Secretary of this symposium, to felicitate our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, with a bouquet. I request, sir, to kindly welcome Dean PGCA, sir, with a bouquet. I request, sir, to welcome Director Research, sir, with the bouquet. And I request, sir, to kindly welcome DDM of NABARD, Mr. Jayant Vishnu, sir, with the bouquet. Thank you so much, sir. Moving further in this program, now is the time for address of Dr. P.S. Brahmanand, Director Research, RPCAU, and convener of this symposium. Sir has been a driving force behind the successful completion of this symposium, a diligent human being at heart and a belligerent leader. Sir's constant suggestions and directions have been pivotal during this whole symposium. Sir was not able to attend the inaugural session due to some issues. So now the sir is here, so I would invite him for his kind address. Please, sir.
Namaskar. I heartily welcome all the esteemed delegates for today's valedictory function of this prestigious National Symposium. Most respected Honorable Vice Chancellor of our RPCAU, Dr. P.S. Pandey Saab. Respected Dean PGCA, RPCAU, Dr. K.M. Singh Saab. Respected Mr. Jayant Vishnu ji, DGM NABARD, Dr. S.K. Singh Saab, Organizing Secretary of this National Symposium and Associate Director of Research of our university. Respected Dr. B.N. Chakravarti Saab, the ex-President, Indian Phytopathological Society. Respected Dr. A.K. Mishra Saab, ex-President, Indian Phytopathological Society. Respected Dr. Dinesh Singh Saab, the ex-Secretary, Indian Phytopathological Society. Respected Dr. H.V. Singh Saab, the head of the department from Banaras Hindu University, and several other esteemed delegates who have joined both online and also the physically who are present here. All respected participants, our senior faculty and beloved academic fraternity of our university, and press and media. Hearty welcome to the valedictory function of this National Symposium cum regional meeting of this particular symposium, that is the climate change and plant diseases. This is the topic which is having lot of dimensions, lot of multiple dimensions, especially when we talk about the sustainable developmental goals. The main issue is either eradicating poverty and ensuring the food security throughout the globe. In such a scenario, there are some challenges, especially the climate change. The extreme climatic events, they are disturbing us. The extreme climatic events may be either they are causing excess water stress or deficit water stress. They are also making the change in the pattern of the seasons, which we are, even a general common man also is experiencing. And because of that, we also understand such a diversity of crops, whether it is a field crop or whether it is a horticultural crop in our country, which is being cultivated in around 139 million hectares of net cultivable area. Lot of diversity is happening. Whenever, even by making a little late sowing, we understand that plants, they are susceptible to the plant diseases. But why the late sowing? It is connected with the climatic event on several occasions. So, understanding the dynamics of the shift in the seasons, understanding the dynamics of the extreme climatic events, and planning the crops in such a manner, fitting the cropping systems. We are talking about sustainable intensification of crops, especially the food security crops like rice. So, understanding this, I think whatever the technical sessions that have been planned, they have very significantly, they have covered all these areas. I am hopeful that the thoughts shared by different eminent speakers in this particular National Symposium, they have been brought in the form of a proceedings, and also it will have a shape of recommendations from this particular National Symposium. So I heartily welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, who is also patron of this National Symposium, for guiding us, for inspiring us, for providing the timely directions to take the research forward. And in that particular line, this particular issue of the climate change and plant diseases being covered in this National Symposium. I heartily congratulate all the participants, esteemed delegates, to be part of this most meaningful National Symposium. Thank you. I heartily welcome you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for those kind words. Moving ahead in the program, all the technical sessions of this symposium were carefully conducted so that certain recommendations and certain innovative solutions could be put forth on the platter to combat the issue of climate change and its impact on plant diseases. So, in order to do so, I would request the chairman of session first, Dr. B.N. Chakravarti, sir, to kindly put forth the recommendations and highlights of the session of which he was the chairman.
Respected Honorable Vice Chancellors and all dignitaries on the dais, as well as who are attending online and offline, attending this conference. The main theme of this particular symposium, which was on climate change and plant diseases, about which just now we have heard that how important and how signified this is. And meticulously, the organizing committee have distributed this in the different technical sessions. Of course, just before the technical session theme of this conference started, we had the opportunity to have the Narasimha Award contest with the young blood generations. That was the best things, which is the main attractions of this zonal meetings or symposiums, wherefrom General Indian Phytopathological Society tried to encourage and to find out and to select those emerging, budding scientists in the main forum where they can present their findings. It's very, very interesting to note that there were two speakers. Of course, number 3 was absent due to maybe some health issue, but 2 of them, both were women scientists. That is a very good point to considerations, that representations of the women scientists in this forum, and so meticulously, both of them, they have presented their findings within stipulated time. Presentations of the mode of the slides were highly satisfying. And there was a so keen contest between these two. Though the time schedules which were given to them, they have adhered with the time, and they have presented their findings with those good slides, and orations was both very, very attractive. And the panelists, they actually considered both of them, recommended both of them, but of course, of which I should say that number 2 presentations, number 2 was Upasan Priya. Am I right? So that paper, actually, we have considered for first to nominate or recommend, who is from Department of Plant Pathology, Bihar Agriculture University, Sabor, Bhagalpur, Bihar. And the second was Sagata Thakur. She also presented her findings very nicely. Very keen competitions was there. Maybe hardly you can say that 1 or 2 marks here and there, but both were very, very competitive with the time bounds. I congratulate these 2 young scientists, budding human scientists. The second one from Division of Plant Pathology, IRI, New Delhi. So we must give the recommendations from the journal chapters by the journal presidents. So I will request to note down the name of these 2 in a category 1 and 2. They can move forward, or they can present their findings in the next annual general meeting that will be held in Mysore, which President has announced yesterday. Another thing, I found that there was no nomination for APS travel grant under the category. There was no such applications was there. I was discussing with Professor Singh last night. So it should be encouraged for that, for the future, whenever we will hold such meetings. So for the APS grant travels, generally we give, because we have got a tie with IPS and APS, Indian Phytopathological Society and American Phytopathological Society, where the travel grant that is being shared for them to visit USA and then meet the scientists, and they can also do the further research into that line. So this is the first things which we started for the sessions. The technical session 1, followed by in the emerging disease under climatic changing climate, which was definitely referred. I must say that there were 11 oral presentations which we have noticed. Out of 15, only 4 were absent. And out of 5 poster presentations, we had 2 poster presentations. But what is mostly what I can notice, that it was covered with both bacterial disease problem, nematode disease problem, fungal disease problem, as well as bacterial disease problem. So, of course, the viral disease was missing into these oral presentations, though in Narasimha Award contest in the same sessions, I have noticed that number one, which we have recommended, that is under the criteria of that is the viral diseases. So somehow we can say the technical sessions has covered both, but I suggest that the scientists should take part in involving the scientists, allowing them some of the program, the burning area with the viral diseases to be covered. That is my suggestions or recommendations, which you can say that it should take lead, though the indications was there in the nursery contest. But second thing is that I found that in this session, mostly the scientists who are engaged in the nematode disease, they are doing the very good work, and the soil inhabitant has been taken into very carefully with the nursery and others. Besides, there were some recommendations that the soil microflora, whenever we are studying, we must not miss the inoculum or the presence of arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi, because in the climate change situations, we can depend on some microbes like mycorrhiza, which can be taken into considerations for its introductions into the crop rhizosphere. And it has got a very tremendous effort. So I have a must recommendations in this particular forum that the work should be taken into care in this direction. So it was also discussed in the forum about the crop, where I can see that omum, turmeric, kalmeg, tomato, okra, paddy, carrot, horticultural crop, potato, etc. They have been taken into considerations by the scientists, and this is a good that coverage is good. And whatever the presentations which were presented, I found that the young, very, very young women scientists, mainly you can say the master students, MSc, they have come forward with a very, very good presentations. Though we have rectified some of the things for their knowledge, that is very good, that interactions was very good. Finally, there was some indications of choosing some of the good presentations, oral presentations, as per the recommendations by the organizing committee. So I must say that according to our panels, we have considered the paper number one, which was presented by Sudha Nandini. Sudha Nandini from the campus, RPCAU Pusha, home stations. She has presented excellent work on the changing status of bacterial panicle blight of paddy from minor disease to major disease. That is indications that she is trying to attempt for these conversations of the disease into this platform and its interactions with the paddy. So that was, I should say that we have recommended it as a first oral presentations, as the first category. We should say that she is first, followed by Dr. Nisi Keshari. She is also doing the research work, extensive research work from the RPCRO Pusha, that is in a spray of nematode through the horticultural nursery. That is excellent presentations. It's ranked second. And the third, which we noticed that Ms. Vaideki M. She is a research scholar from Department of Agricultural Statistics from UBKB, Kalyani, West Bengal. She has developed a very good models, machine learning techniques for late blight potato and tirai from West Bengal. So these three has been recommended, or you can say that we have categorized it as a first, second, third. So organizing committee can take into an account, and they can be definitely given this award when time will come. Regarding the poster sessions, where I should say that out of those presentations, see Akhileshwari Reddy, research scholar, he is from Bihar Agriculture University, Sabho, did a very good presentations on and the effect of thermal, and you can say that more osmotic stresses on native isolates of one of the very important pathogens, Fusarium oxysporum ephesus cubensis, interacted very nicely and given the answers very meticulously. And the second was Dr. Arunima Bharati, scientist, regional agricultural research stations, Titaba, from Assam Agriculture University. She has presented an emerging nematode problem in changing climatic situations. So Definitely, we can see that the fungus, bacteria, nematode, all these three has been categorized and identified, and we have given these informations to the all audience to know that how these presentations was accorded, and we have given them the reward. Thank you very much for patient sharing, and I congratulate to the event organizer to call them and then give them the award when time permits. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that meticulous introduction about the recommendations and the awardees. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would request Dr. Dinesh Singh, sir, who was the chairman of session 2nd and 3rd, to kindly put forth the recommendations. नहीं है, ज्वाइन नहीं किया है. May I request Dr. J.N. Srivastav, sir, to put forth the recommendations in his place of Dr. Dinesh Singh, sir? Then I would request the reporters, Dr. Siddhnath Singh, sir. Oh, okay. Next. Okay. We shall proceed with the. Okay. Dr. Dinesh Singh, sir, are we audible to you? जुड़े हुए हैं.
Hello.
Sir, are we audible to you?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, we would request for the recommendations of technical session 2nd and 3rd.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good evening to all. Most respected VC Saab, Dr. P.S. Pandey, and Director Research, Dr. S.K. Singh, other day that on the days. I am going to present that recommendations and what is that going on in that technical sessions that under the Conference National Symposium on Climate Change and Plant Disease and Zonal Meeting of Indian Phythological Society. In this technical session, there are 7 oral presentations. Out of that, 5 were presented in this session. And in that, Dr. Bimla Rai presented on the isolation and identification of potential phytochemicals from chylotrophies to inhibit the plant pathogens that give that say that she reported that the hexane extract chylotrophes was found most effective to inhibit the fungal and bacterial diseases under that in vitro conditions and also in field conditions. Besides that, Mr. Chetan Kumar presented work on that sheath rot of rice, and Dr. G.V. Arvind presented on the screening of different fungicides against the sheath blight of rice, which is the major disease of this rice. And Mr. Sanjeet Kumar presented work on Alternaria blight of mustard, and he gave that tobacco extract also and fungicide like Nativa propiconazole INA was found most effective to control the disease. And Dr. C.S. Chaudhary has also recommended that seed treatment and foliar spray with the fungicide for the management of Alternaria blight. On this, based on that presentation in technical session 3, in that we recommend that eco-friendly approaches like use of botanicals and INA are required to strengthen their technical programs, and also students guiding that give the topic on that aspect to strengthen this area to effective is in management of plant diseases. New molecules like nanomolecules that based on that biocontrol agent like microbes or maybe other chemicals can be used, may be explored, which is required for lesser doses for the management of the disease to replace that which is the banned pesticides and environmental safely. So that for that these two recommendation in technical session 3, and in technical session 2 there are a total of 6 presenter, and out of that only that 5 presented, one in my lecture and 4 oral presentations. In that I have also presented on the bacterial of solanaceous crops for diagnosis and management. Mr. M.K. Prajapati presented on the review of that one on the race of that which is important topic, the the Fusarium oxysporum pharmaspecialicensis, which is now that major problem in the area of Bihar and UP, which is that may be considered, and the students are suggested by us and other the faculty at presented during that it is an important topic, and the students should be take care, and also his guide to do the work on this identification and diagnosis of correct traces of this Fusarium oxysporum. Dr. Sanjeet Kumar presented work on the Alternaria blight, seeing the variability of the pathogens and also its management by using fungicides and bioagents. Beside that, Dr. Sujata, she did the work on the degradation of the Thymexa, these insecticides, which is used for that using the microbes. So the fungi and bacteria you have screened, which has found effective to the as a role to degrade these insecticides. New area that have also presented by Mallikarjun Graham described the use of artificial neural network and AI, artificial intelligence, in the area of detection of nematodes, but it is not should be considered only to nematode. It should also go for the other pathogens like fungi and bacteria, viruses, using this technique for that. Based on the presentation of that these speakers, two recommendations given from this technical session 2, that advanced techniques like lateral flow device and PCR-based techniques may be used for the quick and accurate detection and diagnosis of the diseases in various crops before appearance of the disease. Artificial neural network and AI in the area of detection of plant pathogen development for prediction models for plant diseases may be explored. So these two, I would like to thank all the organizers to give me opportunity to present these two technical sessions recommendations. Thank you. One thing, so madam, what I have given to that Dr. S.N. Singh, so he maybe read that award if you require that.
Sorry, sir. Sir, he has given us the list and we have the name of awardees.
That's okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would request Dr. A.K. Mishra, sir, to kindly make recommendations of technical session 4.
Namaskar. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. P.S. Pandey, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, Dr. K.M. Singh, and Director Research, Dr. Brahmanand ji, and DGM NABARD, Dr. Jayant Vishnu ji, and other dignitaries. The session 4 was conducted by me, and total 28 oral presentations and 4 poster presentations were listed. Out of that, 14 oral presentations were made, and 2 poster presentations were made. Overall, I feel that the presentation quality was very good, and it was equivalent to some presentation in national and international conference. And and I observed that the presentations were from all sections of crop, that is from cereal, millets, pulse, fruits, vegetables, and medicinal plants. For all the crops, these biological control and were found effective, and there were good studies on these aspects. These bioagents were various fungi, various bacteria, botanicals, essential oils, and various cakes, neem cake and other cakes, currant cake, etc., and biofumigants. These areas are actually worked by different organizations. It reflects that we have plenty of material, bioagents or other things, which can substitute the chemical components. So on the basis of our observation, we have the recommendation, two recommendations I wanted to present, that identified effective bioagents, whatever we identify, some strains are there, and we must deposit it in a culture collection, that is NBAIM, MAU, and this should be actually, sometimes it is lost if somebody finds something suitable and later on nobody else pursue it later on, then it is lost. So this must be submitted in MAU and BAIM, and so that in future also it can be utilized. The second recommendation, I feel that registration and commercial utilization of identified agent is needed, and for that some sufficient fund should be there allotted for this purpose, for registration and for commercialization. Some funds should be there in the universities or institutes, research institute, so that whatever microbial wealth we identify, that should be used in future. These two recommendations, I feel that can be given for the for further. It should be forwarded to the planning commission or somewhere else. And on the basis of our this presentation, some presentations were very nice, and we have graded. And first, second position, some I have for the oral presentation, and the paper number oral presentation 15, Shehnaz Sultan Ahmed was the first position, or I have recommended. For the second position, Bishal Sekia from Assam again is recommended. Oral paper number 7. And for second position, one is more bracketed, that is paper number 09 for the Dilip Kumar Chaurasia. They two are for the second position, and two papers were also graded for the third position, that is paper number 26 of Dr. A.K. Mishra and paper number 12 of Dr. Dinesh Rai. And I have also recommended the commendation certificate for the oral presentation 18, M.K. Prajapati. These are from the oral presentation. And for the poster presentation, I have recommended the presentation paper, poster presentation number 3, Moiba Panda. So these are the recommendation from this section, section 4. So overall, I feel that the good presentations were made, and the awardees must be congratulated for their presentations. So overall, I feel that the seminar is organized in a good way, and the participation was also satisfactory. So this is all about my session 4. Thank you very much.
I'm really sorry. I would request Dr. Poppy Bora ma'am, who was co-chairman of Technical Session 5, for making the recommendations.
Thank you. Namaskar, and a very warm good evening to everyone, respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Director of Research, and all the esteemed dignitaries and all the participants joining online and offline. So I'm going to present a recommendation for Technical Session 5, that is host resistance against emerging plant diseases. And before that, I would like to congratulate the organizing team led by Dr. S.K. Singh sir and Honorable Director of Research, sir, RPCAU, for successful conduction of this 2 days national symposium. And now I'm going to present a recommendation. So this technical session, I would say it was a very compact session, and we had 11 oral presentations and 5 poster presentations, of which 4 participants, they didn't present their work. And overall, the works were mostly screening for disease resistant sources and engineering host defense through different plant microbiome or some induced agents. And out of all these works, we can say that the works were mostly in tune with the proposed thematic area, and all the works, they elucidated the mechanism of host defense through some very recent multiomic techniques like metabolomics, proteomics, and signalomics. And of course, I think these new technologies used by the workers, this will give some new insight into the next generation disease diagnosis as well as disease management through induced host defense mechanisms. And the presentations, almost all the presenters, they presented very nicely within time, and I would say it was एक presentation, and it was very difficult to judge the presentation, and in terms of quality and in terms of the way they presented, we had selected 5 presentations. The first one, it was by Dr. Ashish Panda, who presented on a very new topic, untargeted rhizome metabolomics, a precise way to reveal the hidden secret of resistance to Fusarium wilt in banana. There are a lot of efforts have been made for management of Fusarium wilt, and metabolomics related works, I think this is one of its kind, the first attempt to explore the metabolomics in disease management. The next presentation, we had selected the second one. Jointly, it was by Dr. Bisan Dev Prasad and another presentation by Katakam Rupini Krishna. The first, Dr. Bisan Dev Prasad, he presented on the calmodulin binding protein family in rice is involved in disease resistance signaling. And of course, this is a novel kind of works, and we must appreciate this sort of works for next generation disease management in a crop like rice. Then the joint second presentation, second base presentation, it was a review sort of presentation, but it was very compact, and it included almost all the informations and the future prospects for genome editing, especially for nematode management. And the last 2 presentations, Sangeeta Sahani and Suresh Nadas, they also presented very nicely. Sangeeta Sahani is represented on response of host resistance in Mungwin genotype against yellow mosaic virus disease. Then Suresh Nadas, it was another new work. I guess there are a lot of works have been done on biocontrol agents in modulating host defense, in modulating pathogen behavior. And she worked on seed priming through a combination, consortia formulation of trichoderma and pseudomonas, and the defense-related biochemical parameters she has studied, and it was presented very elaborately. So altogether, it was a very nice session, and I believe that this session has given all our participants some new thought, some new ideas to be introduced in the future days in our plant pathological research, especially keeping in mind global scenario and climate change and disease management. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would now request Dr. A.K. Mishra, sir, reporter of session 6th and 7th, to kindly make the... unfortunately, the chairman and co-chairman of technical session 6 and 7 could not be here right now.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, dignitaries on the dais, learned gatherings, and my dear students present in the hall. So with the permission of chair, since the chairman and co-chairman of the session, they are busy in some another concurrent meetings, so they have given me the permission to present the proceedings of the meeting. So I am here to present the proceedings of the technical session 6 and 7. So technical session 6 and 7, it is both the sessions were chaired by Dr. H.B. Singh and co-chaired by Dr. BNC Kumar Sharma from BNCU, and rapporteur of both the sessions were myself, Dr. A.K. Mishra, then Dr. C.S. Chaudhary and Dr. Meenakshi Dwivedi. So theme of the session 6, it was plant microbe introduction in relation to the plant disease under changing climate situation. So in this session, the invited lecture was presented by BNC Kumar Sharma sir, who was also co-chaired the session, and his topic was on host pathogen interaction in altered climatic scenario, and he has shown how in the altered climatic scenario the pathogen behave with respect to the host in causing the disease. In this session, there were 7 oral lectures were listed, among which 5 were presented, and 2 could not be presented due to some online mode technical issue. And in 3 poster presentation, 2 posters were presented, and in this presentation, in both the sessions, the presentation were made on the field crops, including barley, then fruit crops, and also in the mushroom. In session 7, the theme was climate change and plant health, and here among the listed 8 presentation, 4 were presented, and in the 4 poster presentation listed, 2 were presented. And the recommendation of the chair as chairman was that the microbial consortia research should be one of the priority research area in our agriculture system, and for this the funding should be sought from the funding agency like ICR, CSIR, DBT and DHT. Recommendation of the co-chairman, he has given the 2 recommendations. So first, under host pathogen interaction, abiotic factors should be also correlated for better and clear understanding disease development under different climatic conditions. Although in some of the presentation, role of the temperature was highlighted as one of the dynamics of disease development, but at the same time, other environmental factors like relative humidity, morning, evening, bright sunshine hour, wind speed, evaporation rate, etc. should also be taken in consideration in the study way ahead. So this is in very brief the proceeding. Coming to the award in the session 6, so it is with the consent of chairman and co-chairman, they have given the list. So in the session 6, the first oral presentation award goes to Abhijit Ghatak. He presented paper on the delay showing attracts intensive spot blotch infection in barley. Second award was bagged by Chanda Kushwaha. The madam's topic was influence of date of showing on incidence of alternaria blight and branching behavior in Indian mustard. The third award in this session, it was bagged by Bereli Deepak Reddy. So he is just our student only, sir, our university, last year passed out, PhD student. So his topic was biocontrol ability of pigeon pea microflora against Fusarium odum through active defense related enzymes and development of biofilms from potential microbes. In the poster session of 6th session, here among the listed 3 posters, only 2 were presented, one by Preeti Sharma, another by Abhishek Rath, and the poster was first position, or the only one prize in this session was there. So it was bagged by Preeti Sharma, who has given the citrus, the topic was citrus greening, a serious vector disease by Diphorina citri. Coming to the session 7, it was on the climate change and plant health. Here in the award session, The first prize, it was backed by from our university, one of the faculty member from the soil science department, Dr. S.P. Singh, Sivender Pratap Singh, who has presented very nice presentation on the leaf color chart, LCC, green seeker and SPAD, tools for site-specific nitrogen management in rice under changing climate scenario. The second prize, it was backed from Ranchi, Savita Ikka, madam. Her topic was pathogenic variability of Alternaria lini causing Alternaria blight of linseed in Jharkhand. Third prize was backed by S.C. Lal, sir. So his topic was effect of supplementation of compost on yield attributes of button mushroom and evaluation of strains of Agaricus biporus. Under the poster session 7th, so here among the listed, 2 posters were presented, one by Saida Raichan B. Devi and another by Trishna Tei, and the first poster was backed from our university only, from the Department of Entomology. She is the PhD scholar, Saida Yachan B. Devi. She backed the prize in the poster session. So with this, I am concluding the proceedings of the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now is the time for felicitating the awardees of different technical sessions. I'm going to call the names of the awardees. If you're present in the house, then kindly come forward and receive your certificate. And if you're online, then it's okay. So, the session started with the Professor M.J. Narasimhan Merit Academic Award, and 2 names were put forth as a nomination. First one is Upasana Priya. Kindly come forth. I would request the dignitaries present on the stage to kindly felicitate the awardee. Sorry. स्वागत है ठाकुर ने Swagata Thakur is the second nomination, but she presented her presentation online. So now coming on technical session 1, under oral presentations, first position was backed by Dr. Sudha Nandini. Second place was backed by Dr. Nishi Keshri, ma'am. Third place was backed by Miss Vedaki M, but she presented her presentation online. For poster presentations, first award goes to Akhileshwar Reddy. Akhileshwar Reddy. Acha, okay, come forth. Second position was backed by Arunima Bharali. She presented her presentation online. For technical session second, first award goes to Mr. Sanjeet Kumar, if he is present in the house. Sanjeet? No. Mr. M.K. Prajapati, kindly come forward for the second position. Then for third position, B. Sujatha, present. For poster presentations, there wasn't any presentation. For technical session, third, first position for the first place, Dr. Bimla Rai ma'am, Head, Department of Plant Pathology and Nematology. Congratulations, ma'am. The second position was backed by Dr. C.S. Chaudhary. Third position was backed by Chetan Kumar. Third, there was another awardee in this for this position, G.V. Arvind, if he is present in the house. There weren't any nomination. There weren't any awards for poster presentation. For technical session, fourth. The first position for first prize, Shehnaz Sultana Ahmed, if she's present in the house. No. The second position, Bishal Saikia. No. He was online. Then second position for Dilip Kumar Chaurasia. For third position, Dr. A.K. Mishra. For third position, Dr. Dinesh Rai. And there was the certificate for commendation for M.K. Prajapati. For poster presentations, first position goes to Moumita Panda, if she's present in the house. She presented it online. For technical session, fifth, the first position goes to Dr. A.K. Panda. For second position, Dr. Bishun Dev Prasad. For second position, Katakam Rupini Krishna, if she is present in the house. Okay, she presented online. For third place, Dr. Sangeeta Sahni. For third place, Sudeshna Das. Behalf, okay. Sudeshna Das. For poster presentation, first position to Pranaya Pradhan. Okay, presented online. Mr. Sanjeev Kumar for second position. Okay, he presented it online. Under technical session, fourth. Oral presentations, first place to Dr. Abhijit Ghatak sir. He presented the presentation online. And second place to Dr. Chanda Kushwaha. She presented it online. And for third place, Deepak Reddy. He also presented it online. For technical session, fourth poster presentation, the first place goes to Preeti Sharma. and she also presented it online. For technical session 7th, the first position to for the oral presentations to Dr. S.P. Singh sir. Second place to Savita Eka, and she presented it online. And third place to H.C. Lal. He also presented it online. And for technical session 7th, for the poster presentations, Shidayam Chimbi. I'm really sorry if I pronounced it in a wrong way. She bagged the first place. With this, the recipients of the awards has ended. The list has ended. Now is the time to felicitate the organizing committee. In order to do so, I would like to request Honorable Vice Chancellor sir to kindly felicitate the convener of this symposium, Dr. P.S. Brahmanand sir, Director Research, RPCAU Pusa. Ready. With a certificate and memento. I would request Honorable Vice Chancellor sir to kindly felicitate the co-convener of this symposium, Dr. Bimla Rai ma'am, Head Department of Plant Pathology and Nematology. Beta. Thank you, sir. I would request Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to kindly felicitate Organizing Secretary of the Symposium and President of IPS Eastern Zone. I would also Thank you, sir. I would request Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to kindly felicitate Co-Organizing Secretary of the Symposium, Dr. P.K. Jha, sir. And thank you, sir. I would also request Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to kindly felicitate Co-Organizing Secretary, Dr. Dinesh Rai, sir. Thank you, sir. With this, the list of organizing committee has ended. Now is the time for felicitation of session coordinators of different technical sessions. For this, Again, I would like to request Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to kindly felicitate Dr. Dinesh Rai, sir. Session coordinators. Session. Wait, sir, for the session coordination. Jaldi lau beta. Fast. Dr. Nishi Keshri, ma'am. Dr. Nishi Keshri, ma'am. Dr. S.N. Singh, sir. Dr. Sangeeta Sahni, ma'am. Dr. Mohammad Minatullah, sir. Dr. R.K. Ranjan, sir. Dr. R.K. Ranjan, sir. Dr. Sudha Nandani. Dr. A.K. Mishra. Dr. C.S. Chaudhary. Dr. Sapna. कोई बात नहीं, खाली मोमेंटो दो। डॉक्टर गायत्री। डॉक्टर आशीष कुमार पांडा। बेटा run like a cheetah, fast. डॉक्टर एस के ठाकुर। डॉक्टर मिथिलेश कुमार सिंह। डॉक्टर मिथिलेश। डॉक्टर गुलाब सिंह। With this, thank you, sir. With this, the list of organizing committee has ended, and it is high time now that the students of the department who have worked tirelessly day and night to make this event a success, it is time to appreciate them for for their contribution, and I hope the letter of appreciation which they will be receiving shortly from the dignitaries, it will lift up their spirits to engage themselves in such extracurricular activities in future also. In this regard, I would request the dignitaries to kindly give away a letter of appreciation to the students. The first one is Mr. Manoj Kumar Prajapati. Miss Anamita Sen. I would request the students to sprint faster towards the stage. Miss Rimli Das. Miss Madhubai, Miss Rimli Das. Miss Madhubai Meena. Miss Swati Chandra. Miss Samira. Miss Sanskriti. Mr. Amrish Bhaskar. Sorry. Amrish. With this, thank you so much to all the dignitaries. With this, the felicitation ceremony has ended. I would request the guest of honor, Dr. K.M. Singh sir, Dean PGCA, for his address.
Honorable Vice Chancellor and the President of this valedictory session, Dr. P.S. Pandey sir, Dr. P.S. Brahmanan, the Director of Research of this university and the convener of this event, Dr. S.K. Singh, Organizing Secretary, Mr. Jayant Vishnu from NABARD, the students and the faculty present in the hall, and also the chairman of different sessions, technical sessions, Dr. Chakravarti, Dr. A.K. Mishra, Dr. Dinesh Singh, Professor H.B. Singh, Dr. Pauli Bora, and all others who are connected online and offline with this event. First of all, congratulations to all the winners of different paper presentations and poster presentations. It was really heartening to note that many faculty and the students of our university received appreciation and awards from the president of this event. And also congratulations to Dr. S.K. Singh and his team, which has been successful in conducting this very complex type of offline, online, hybrid mode program successfully, and all the reporters and all those persons associated with the program. There are only 2-3 things which I would like to request to the pathologists and nematologists, that the time has come when we have to think about control without chemicals. The control of diseases, control of plant pests with use of bioagents, botanicals, plant extracts, and other such cultural practices and other such methods, so that the national goal of natural farming and our objective of a safe environment and sustainable environment is achieved. We have to think about all the food, feed, fodder, and animal health, because chemicals are causing a lot of problems. So long as there are no substitutes, we of course rely on chemicals. But I would request all the scientists who are working on these fields to search and to come up with solutions, so that we can make a safer option available to the farmers and all the users. I again congratulate all the winners of the program. I mean the papers, Sudhanandini, Nishi Kesri, Ashish Nanda, Sangeeta Sani, Asim Mishra, SP Singh. Those whom I know, I don't know much, name of much of the students, but I congratulate you all. And of course the organizing committee, Dinesh Rai, Siddhanath Singh, Thakurji, and all those present here. So in the end, I again congratulate and wish that such events will regularly take place in our university, because these bring our best out of us. They bring our talent out, and they give us an opportunity to present what we have learned, what we can do, and what we can achieve in a given period of time. Again, since it is already 7 o'clock and everybody, including me, is almost tired mentally. So I won't take much time, and I wish you all the very best. And congratulations, Dr. S.K. Singh. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for those kind words. Now I would request Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Chairman of this session, Dr. P.S. Pandey, sir, for his presidential address.
सबको नमस्कार. Good evening to all of you. My colleague friends sitting on the dais, Professor Brahmananji, Director of Research, Dr. K.M. Singh, Dean, College of Basic Science, Dr. S.K. Singh, the Organizing Secretary and President of this zone of Indian Phythological Society. We have with us on the dais Mr. Jayant Vishnuji, DGM of NABARD, our very senior colleague friends already with the remotely linked Dr. A.K. Mishra ji, Dr. B.N. Chakravarti ji, my very good friend of mine, Dr. Dinesh Singh, all the participants, our Director of Extension Education of the University, Dr. Kundu, my all senior colleague friends, faculties, students. I am really very happy that this university has organized this kind of symposium on climate change and plant diseases. I congratulate all the awardees and organizer, Dr. S.K. Singh, who could make it very successful program. I am very much happy to see that all my friends, students, faculties, all together, they have made this entire program a very successful program. This program is not possible with only, one person or two person, but what I could see here, many of all the staff from each corner of the university, that support has been provided. So it is a very good symptom, because pathology, it depends on symptom. If symptoms are good, everything you can now, you have so many diagnostic tools, you can identify this one. Well, I could see 7, sessions, technical sessions. It's very, very difficult. If someone is asked to organize one technical session, it's very difficult. But here, a series of sessions, 2 days, marathon deliberations, and I could see the kind of participation from all over the country. It's really very, very appreciable. And one thing I could see here, the participation of women scientists. It is another, dimension and another shift in agricultural science. So I am very much happy to see that kind of presentations and the award owned by our own, women scientists, women students, girls students. So it is a very, very, giving a positive signs for the expansion of our agricultural science, particularly in pathological science and entomological, all protection together. Young students, I could see the topic. The kind of topic they have deliberated is really very appreciable. And young students, they have given a new dimension to how to bring our students in the presentation and other kind of this kind of symposia. This is another positive point. If you see during last few decades, we have to also see what kind of product we have given. We have very good number of papers, publications, deliberations, but what kind of products? I have just came to know biopesticides and biomolecules. So we have to work little bit more to bring more and more biochemicals, molecules, biopesticides, so that at least in coming time, the threats, whatever we see through our foresightness, that could be addressed. And this is the main, theme that what our society, of this kind of society, should focus on that one. I remember the time when you are sick, doctor only through symptom they diagnose. But today, the entire scenario has changed. If you go to doctor, he will not diagnose. Even he will not touch you. Simply he will ask, go for this test, this test, this test. In number of tests he will ask. And that test, you have to go to lab. And then through that lab, on the basis of that lab testing, the doctor will recommend. Similarly, you see, the kind of network, if you see, the pathological laboratories in the country, how it has increased. And so many, international standard laboratories have been jumped in this area. Can we think in coming time will come in agriculture also, where your, soil testing is required, some symptom, so based on the symptom, you have to recommend the, that kind of, your protection solutions. That has to come. And in that direction, it is our prime duty, like in medical, when a doctor visits in the OPD, he is having his students. So this is the high time our all students should also go together with the scientists to the field, and they have to be trained that you see this is the symptom coming out of that one. So that in coming time, our scientists will be more practical, more problem solving attitude they will have. Also I am very happy that the topic covered here is some of the topic papers were presented on artificial intelligence and neural network. That is new dimension of science. Artificial intelligence is going to change the entire society. It is going to change the entire society. And it will not take too much time. Within a year or so, things are going to be changed. Now we have the applications. Can we think? Because when we work in agriculture, the moment artificial intelligence comes, we skip. We think that this is a very tedious thing. So this is the high time to now take up this problem in artificial intelligence. So there is a multidiscipline approach is required. Can we have the collaboration with the IT institutions like IITs? Can we have the collaboration with the institutions like our Indian Institute of Science or whoever is working in those domain areas? So new frontier areas we have also to explore, and already this theme have been already given. One remark was given by Professor Chakravarti that some of the things which are very pertinent, very important have been discontinued, because we have very few persons in those areas which are very important. Now the person retired, everything is retired. We have to think for the second line also. We have to bring more and more student capacity building. Should we, we have to enhance the capacity building in that direction, which may be required in due course of time, in coming time. So that is also very much required. There is another shift. Now this is the time for food science. How are all these products, process, concept, how that can be utilized in those areas? We have to think, we have to bring again multidisciplinary team. Now we are talking about the One Health scheme. Do we have collaboration with the animal scientists also, plant scientists also, to solve the problem of the society, to solve the issues, that kind of also problem through One Health? Because most of the diseases are transmitted through, in the human, it is through animal. So for that also we have to think image analysis. One Dr. S.P. Singh presentation was there based on the image analysis. That is the kind of device. It will take the leaf color chart based on the image. It will again diagnose and multi-dimensional effect, like X-ray. What is X-ray? Like CT scan. What is the CT scan? This is all based on the image analysis. It will take your image and so many folds, so many dimensions it will take, and finally, so these kind of science also should be taken into, and I am very happy that they have taken in this theme. The government is emphasizing at 2-3 issues, like ILCD and pulses. Very, very important, government focus is what kind of issues, that protection point of view, what we can do in the, ILCD and pulses. What are the required? What are the pertinent issues can we address in those areas? Similarly, in case of, your millets, now millet is getting a momentum. Every, government has given a big mega plan. This year, a good investment is coming for the millet. What are the issues for the protection as far as millet is concerned? We have to think, and we have to correlate and collate with the millet issues with our discipline, so that we may be the very, very relevant as per the need of the hour. So these are the few areas. Lastly, one thing, we have 74 agricultural universities. We have 421 agricultural colleges in the country. Government, I am talking about government, not private. Private, again, same number in private sector also. If you are dealing with the pathology, entomology, nematology, other, your protection related issues where this society deals with, what kind of education is required? Is it the present education system is okay? Or do we need a change in the present education system? It may be the, pedagogy, it may be the way of teaching, it may be the how our at present structure of the education is there. That kind of deliberation, if we can put in such kind of, symposia, I do hope it will be very fruitful to bring the excellence in our education system, particularly in this protection area. So with this, I once again congratulate and compliment all the award winners, all of you who participated in this program and who got today's certificate and all those awards, and particularly our organizing secretaries and all of our, young talented faculties, young talented students, they deserve special appreciation. So thank you very much. बहुत बहुत आप लोगों को आभार कि हमारे को भी मौका दिया आज आप लोगों के इस सिम्पोजियम में आने को. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you so much, sir, for those kind and encouraging words. We're all very much enthusiased by those words of yours, and I'm sure these words of yours will encourage us to conduct such kind of symposium in future as well, on even larger scale. So with this, the event has come to its end, and I would like to request Dr. S.K. Singh, sir, President, Indian Phytopathology Society, Eastern Zone, and Organizing Secretary of this symposium, for the formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Meenakshi. Revered Vice Chancellor RPCU Dr. P.S. Pandey, sir, Dr. K.M. Singh, sir, Dr. Bimla Rai, and the dignitaries sitting of the dais, expression of gratitude is indeed embedded deep into Indian culture that can neither be seen nor be touched, but can be felt by heart. I feel honored and privileged to propose vote of thanks on valediction of 2 days long National Symposium on Climate Change and Plant Diseases. Really, the successful closure of this symposium is satisfactory, heart-cooling for me. On this occasion, I wish to place on record my sincere thanks to Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, who has always been inspiring us to take the feat of organization of this symposium and make its completion a grand success. I wish to thank our erudite Director Research, Dr. P.S. Brahmanand, sir, for taking keen interest in successful organization of symposium. Be it the technical support, financial support, or logistic that came in the way of organization. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. K.M. Singh, sir, Dean PGCA, for his wholehearted support towards this symposium. I express my politeness to receive the great contribution of all deans, directors, head of various colleges, institute, and unit of the university. I am thankful to all the office bearer of Indian Phytopathology, including Honorable President Dr. S. Dubey, sir, Dr. Rakesh Pandey, sir, and Secretary Dr. Robin Gogoi for their agreement to arrange this symposium at workplace of Sir E.J. Butler, Dipusa. There is a time to constant to take the individual names, but I am very much obliged to all the members of advisory committee of this symposium for their expert suggestion in preparing the robust blueprint of the symposium. I am also thankful to all the keynote speakers like Dr. Dinesh Singh, Dr. Atul Kumar, Dr. Papi Bora, Dr. Viranchi Sharma for delivering an eye-opening and in-depth insight into the various issues in line with the theme of the symposium. I extend my thanks to all the chairpersons like Dr. A.K. Mishra, sir, Dr. B.N. Chakravarti, sir, Dr. Dinesh Singh, Dr. Yasbi Singh, sir, Dr. Kajal Bishwas, co-chairman, coordinators, and rapporteurs of different technical sessions for moderating and conducting the technical session as per highest standard observed in any international conferences. I express my thanks to Dr. Meenakshi Devedi, Dr. Gayatri for rendering her support in smooth conduct and systematic progression of the symposium. I extend my sincere thanks to all the participants and delegates that took active participation in this symposium. All the technical and non-technical staff of various offices like Vice Chancellor Secretariat, Director Research Office, and Department of Plant Pathology and Nematology, including postgraduate research scholars, especially Mr. Manoj Prajapati, Anamita Sen, Rimli Das, Madhubai Meena, Sanskriti Samira, Swati Chandra, Amrish Bhaskar. They deserve appreciation for taking care of each and every teeny to large pitfall for smooth and flawless conduct of the symposium. I wish to thank all the print and electronic media representative for their role in wide coverage of this symposium at stake away messages for betterment of research fraternity and upliftment of farming community. We are very much thankful to DDM NABARD and Director Bhamiti for their contribution in terms of financial support to organize the event. Thank to very much all the members of organizing committee for their selfless and untiring endeavor. I could not have imagined such a wonderful organization of this event without your kind support. Dr. Gulab Singh and Mr. Jitendra Kumar also deserve due appreciation for bringing into the finely edited version of souvenir of the symposium. It will be unfair not to mention the sincere effort of University IT team, Dr. S.K. Patel, Engineer Sneha Sansar, Tushar Pandey, Manoj Kumar, moreover technical support of Mr. Ashish Kumar and his associate from Sandilya Film is worth appreciating for making the online presentation hassle-free. It is not possible to take the names of all the contributors. There are persons who always stood for every support but are not visible, also deserve due acknowledgement. Last but not least, the faculty and staff members of Department of Plant Pathology and Nematology who provided continuous support to complete this task deserve all appreciation. I thank you all for your overt and covert support towards successful organization of this National Symposium on Climate Change and Plant Disease. Thank you all. Thanks to Chair.
Thank you to you. He is the person behind everything. So I absolutely thank you on behalf of Vice Chancellor Sir and all our organizing.